Greetings everyone, this is Lodrik and this is game 1, the Pacific Admirals Edition in the match against Dojo, and today we will check one of the older turns again. This is turn number 12. The activity of the 29th and 30th December 1941. So last turn was a more quiet turn. Only a lot of air bombardment in China and one successful Japanese torpedo attack from a submarine, and the rest was all more or less meaningless. Okay, continuously invasion and I think shore bombardment. So Dojo still uses Dutch Allied submarines in the sea around Java. And it looks like at least 3 hits, maybe not much damage, but at least some damage. Okay, this is now a standard Japanese, at least for me, heavy cruiser formation supported by 6 destroyers, and this looks like a allied a cargo fleet with no protection at all. So this is more like a slaughter now. So I will forward this. It's maybe only the question if the Japanese can sink all of these cargo ships or some maybe escape. But we are at 2000 yards, so very close range. So more or less every shell is maybe a hit. And it looks like that there's no one escaping. Yeah. All officials sunk. So a heavy blow against the Dojo's supply line for Rangoon will make it hard for him to bring supplies and additional forces in or out, depending how he chooses to set up his forces. So more of this smaller pick up of this Dutch, normally most of the time undefended bases. Like small losses on my side, but taking over the beach is always a little risky. So I also bring now some I think Navy Guard units here in the source of the Philippines, but not attacking Davao directly, trying to avoid The coastal guns, I'm not sure if the Americans have the coastal guns in Davao, but if they have some, I simply try to avoid them. The whole source area of the Philippines is not really so important. No resources, no heavy industry there. And for the strategic locations, Tarakan, Batavia, Balikpapan are simply much more important. Miri, Brunei, there's oil. This is what is needed. Okay, so my heavy cruiser formation found the next target. It's very similar, but in this case at least there is, I think, maybe this is a light PG. This is maybe also some escort stuff. So there is now some escort stuff. Yeah, but okay. The PG is only 1-point ship, and this is Destroyer Escort. Destroyer Escort is also it's similar to what the Japanese call escort ships. So they are outdated, old destroyers redesigned for strong anti-aircraft, anti-submarine equipment, but not much for surface engagement. And these are, of course, here no match, so I think we can speed up this. This kind of task force is good against submarines, but they simply have no chance for surface engagement. So normally Dojo need here 1 or 2 heavy cruisers and 1 or 2 destroyers to cover this kind of forces, but there was nothing. And this was, I think, the first time. This was really a heavy blow, because you can see that the Allies, they have really high losses now. Let me check, where is this? So this is really, it's a port of Rangoon, or it's a mouth of Rangoon Bay. Just in the last moment, our cruiser formation can intercept this convoy. And this was also the reason why Dojo gives so many PGs here. So nice for, or good for anti-submarine, but meaningless for surface task forces. So we intercept and completely sunk this troop transport unit, and 4,000, 5,000 guys go down. But at the end, it's only half, well, not half, like 70-80% of these units are destroyed. So need a lot of reinforcements. But I cannot see which kind of units gets destroyed, so I only know something gets destroyed. One, heavily damaged. This is really a good day for the Japanese Navy. After this days of for the last turn was not very active and had no benefits for the Japanese side. Now we can really, or this time must be a heavy blow for the morale and strategic setup for Dojo's strategy in Burma. So again, this I-16, the last one, maybe every turn or every day send him back damage. And again damage, not killed. Next sweep of Batavia, Dojo still try to cover the air, but it's already, let's say, maximum. I think it's only a third of the strength than Dojo had last time, And demon fighters are really useless. The buffaloes are maybe still somehow able to fight, but not a demon fighter. It's normally not more a dogfight. This is now really only, yeah, killing the Dutch Air Force. Or slaughter them maybe. It was nearly too easy already. Nee. So this day is now really not even Blenheim show up more. Yeah, and this Philippine division is near to collapse. Yeah, every strike will reduce the fighting ability of this national Chinese armies, or at least let Dojo not allow to really build up any defense position. there's not much to say for this. It's repeat again and again. Wall bombardment. Again, slow down, keep enemy fatigue high, and sometimes with more success and sometimes a failure. So the carrier fleet near New Zealand again found nothing. Okay. Now it's the invasion of Tarakan with some battleships and support. Mutsu also, so 2 battleships are the main support units. The battleship take a shell hit, but it will have not really a big impact. One of my cargo ships also get a hit, so it's on fire. This is maybe a little more dangerous. But at the end, not really much happened. And my shore bombardment was able to at least disable most of the guns, you know. Yeah. Okay, this is now the first battle of Manila. And the Americans have here I think the overall headquarters, maybe MacArthur, and 1 3-star general, so this is the Southern Philippines Army commander. And I have here no really HQ directly with the units, but I think to the next hex. So still this unit's getting HQ bonus. And I have here 1, 2, 3 divisions and little support stuff. So, and Dojo maybe have altogether 1 division. So not sure if this is enough. Not completely, but fort level gets reduced, and Japanese have only high disabled units but nearly no destroyed, and the Americans they falling apart. So maybe next day we can take Manila already. Here the Chinese giving up. Nothing left. Was only a shell. They lay down the weapons. Okay, clean up. Now the Mongolian units. But here the Chinese don't want to give up. Still won't fight another day. But less and less left for them. This is now a little in the jungle. In the rear, not at the coastline. So these are Dutch and British units, but always nearly no attack value left. So they still don't give up. They are all retreating. All want to retreat. But I think also not more much left here. 1 more strike, 1 more battle, maybe, then it's over. Then the next Chinese corps gets defeated. But the losses for the Japanese are not so small, but again, all disabled. Not like the Chinese are normally mostly all destroyed. Only a small Dutch base force with one or no attack value at all, so pick up, kick out. The same here with the British. Oh, no, the British still hold the line. Okay, alright. This is the automatic counter battery. So the counter battery, attack from the defender. Always is bombardment stuff. So I have here now 3 Japanese Navy Guard units, and I have 187 attack value. On Dojo I have only 36, so normally next turn I can attack the base and take the base. Only the landing of Tarakan is a little dangerous because of the guns installed there, but once the units can finish the amphibious assault strike and land on the beaches, then the base itself is not more so hard to take. A little more bombardment and a little more shell hits for my cargo ships. No, wait, not what I like. So there are still some guns left, can operate. So this is close to Hawaii. I use some light cruiser formation to make a surprise attack Palmyra, and this I think is only a light cargo ship, or maybe a normal cargo ship. Only a light cargo ship, maybe a 2-point cargo ship. Palmyra. So where's Hawaii? Christmas Island. I think Hawaii must be here in the north somewhere. Or maybe a little too far. Here in the north is somewhere now Hawaii, so not too far away. But still too far away for Dojo to really react something or to control the seas. So I only really bunch something together, show up, say hello, try to think something, found something, and then I normally will try to escape again. Now, after I think 3 weeks nearly, he starts the invasion of Rabul. Maybe a little late, but I managed first to bring a lot of stuff to Truk and build Truk up. Because normally you need both bases, you need Truk and Rabul, and it's for the allies also not easy to bring too much reinforcements to Rabul, and so I think it's not really a rush to take Rabul. If we're in week 2, 3 or 4, I think this is all still okay. Unloading losses. My poor cargo ship. Again, a shell hit. But the counter or the fire from my battleship or destroyers already killed some of Dojo's non-combat units, so Tarakan for sure will fall to Japanese hand next turn. And again some allied submarine but failing. And okay, so 5 hits, heavy damage, and now so far away. I think the only point the submarine can normally go is Singapore. There's a dock, but Singapore will fall sooner or later. So maybe try to go to Palembang. This is already more far away and there's normally no shipyard. So maybe that submarine is lost. And there's a last Chinese fighter again. Maybe this time I can get the kill. I know we only won't get rid of this fighter, so I can maybe take my zeros to some other locations. Ah yeah. I don't know how many days he survived, but today he's destroyed. Like last day, the demons are dying so easily. I'm not really sure if it makes even sense to use them in active cap fighter role. But what other choice than I play have here? Don't defend your airspace, give up immediately, or try at least to maybe get some kill. Anyway, they all did. And looks like Singapore is really now completely empty. No air defense left. Only, of course, flag left. Ah, one I-15. Oh. Sorry. Yeah, no engagement. I still use here the nade. This is really only a yeah, a safety reason, because I'm still worried that normally Dojo can have in this kind of bases some cap fighters or even from the west side, and then maybe try to sneak in here and pick up of my bombers. So to have at least something, I use this nade fighters, but I must get rid of them as soon as possible. I mean, to use them for training purpose is still okay, but not for frontline duty. Even if Dojo have here only I-15, I-16 fighters. Uh-oh. My good submarine has some flotation damage. But we are nearly back at the base, so maybe still some chance to survive. So, not sure if this are Hudson's coming now from Port Moresby, or maybe they are. Yeah, looks like, because they have this long range attack symbol. So I guess that they're coming from Port Moresby. There is no airport or units normally, I think, in Rabul, so it is an attempt from Dojo to attack my invasion fleet, but luckily he missed. Carrier fleet find nothing. So Dojo run away with all his cargoes near New Zealand. I mean, did his wise at the end. And it will burn my fuel and cost me time. So here is some coastal defense fire, but no hit. Second battle for Manila. And okay, still no victory for the Japanese, but now the fort level is down to 0, so next turn I think then there's really nothing more left. Also because more and more of the Allied forces gets destroyed, and for the Japanese are still only disabled. So next turn. Retreat. Oh. Wow. Again, slowly they are dying. So also the defense force here in Rabaul is not too much for 4 Japanese Navy Guard units. So I have nearly 4 times the tech value in Dojo. So this is normally no way for Dojo to hold the base. Okay, today no last minute submarine attack, but it's okay. So it's the last day of 41, December 31st. So next turn will be then the jump in 1942. And the intelligence reports say again high losses for Dojos, air-to-air losses. Operational losses are equally, and the rest is nothing. So again 6 demons gets killed, but they're really outclassed, doesn't matter. And Dojo also lost a lot of Donier 24, so this is a long range Navy Scout 3 engine airplanes. So they're all Dutch, they are search airplanes. And oh, somehow I lost 2 zeros by operation losses, simply burn out the engine maybe. And the 2 buffaloes get killed. Okay, and one I-16. Good. So from 16 to 4, so 4 times higher losses in for Dojos and the Japanese. And from these 4 airplanes, only 1 pilot gets killed. Okay, this is also a good ratio. Ship sunk was maybe... yeah, we had some engagement, yeah. So the Japanese lost again nothing. And the Allies lost a lot of this small so these light cargo ships. And also some of these PGs, they are, like I said, they're not fast. They also don't have much anti-aircraft equipment, not so early in the war, but they have decent anti-submarine equipment. And that is their main purpose. And yeah. Also the destroyer escort. So this one is really, I mean, it's far too slow for a really frontline destroyer. but this is the speed of a very good cargo ship. So for escort, and this is the reason, this is a destroyer escort, the speed is good, the anti-aircraft equipment is good, and the anti-submarine equipment is also good, and even have radar. So normally the perfect ship to escort a convoy against submarines. But again, if there's a torpedo hit, and this is surface torpedoes, this is not a submarine torpedo, no chance for them. And even 3 of these better ships. So, well, more and more ships go down. Nice. And all the rest is slow because we had no big battle here. This is our cleanup operations and oars. Important is in Nanyang. I arrive here now with my 4,100 attack value. So, and Dojo have here maybe 9 units and also some units, but maybe like 30,000 soldiers for the Chinese, but at least 60,000 plus all of this equipment here around, guns and vehicles. So, yeah, normally must be easy victory here. I also was able to link up to my tanks, and now is the first army already here, and the rest of the 6th army is coming slowly, but maybe check. Oh, next turn we arrive already hexed. So next turn I can maybe attack here and then win the next battle on my way to Xi'an. And then I don't know if I really must stop. I think once more I must maybe fight with this Chinese units and then I can walk directly to Xi'an. Here is still all the same. Yeah, try to pick up some Chinese small broken units and get rid of them, but this will still need time. But I am able to normally catch up with most of these Chinese units and force them to a battle. Even if I cannot completely kill them, I damage them and take them out of active battle maybe for 1, 2, 3 months like this. It's okay for me. Here is not much more to say. Yeah, clean up here in the jungle, but I have only here this Navy Guard unit, so they're a little high fatigue, so hard to say if I can get rid of this, but they're not so strong more, these British forces, so maybe they will give up. And here, south of Kuala Lumpur, I also bring my units in position and maybe we can attack and maybe get rid of these British forces, and then it's normally really time to meet up everything and then go for Singapore. Here's no big difference, nothing here, only submarines now around, no surface units more. So landing in Tarakan was successful. I have here 3 Navy Guard units, so I think we can pick up this here. The same here in the north coast of Borneo. No big deal. Manila will fall sooner or later. I have here not really too much attack value, only 1250 now left. But Dojo have no fort levels left, and this will make it more easily for me now to take Manila. I think next turn I can take it. And again, only to make sure here, this is my cruiser formation, they are already on the way back. This unit destroyed a lot of cargo shipping, so running out of torpedoes, and also consumed some of the heavy shells. Not too much, but yeah. This heavy cruiser had a much more active role. This cruiser maybe more or less leads the battle, so completely empty of ammunition. Yes, I think not much more to say. So landing in Rabaul was also successful. 4 Navy Guard units, some are little damage but not too much damage. So also the invasion fleet get no damage, have enough supplies, and normally we can take this 2,800 guys I have much more, so normally not an issue. My carrier is more or less on the way back. I don't try here with this little, because this is simply the totally minimum defense force, so this kind of task force will not stand the battle with any cruiser formation, so I really go better back. I try to scare Dojo a little here in the source, interrupt with his plannings and supply lines, but I don't want to risk here now my 4 fleet carriers for no reason. I don't have hope to really kill here too much. So I go here back at the coast, try to pick up some cargo ships, going to Port Moresby or wherever, and then we'll recreate this task force with more escort power to really can go out everywhere I want. So I think this is all. I think we can also, only because I think I always say that the demon fighter is so shitty, maybe we can check it very shortly. What is the name? Yeah, demon, yeah. So the speed is not so bad with 314. But two light machine guns and wing and center mounted, and so 8 attack value is also not so bad normally, but they're only light machine guns. Maneuver values are also not so bad. Is this really this demon, or is this the other demon? Let me check. It's not that there are 2 different demons. Aircraft losses today. The 21B. Oh, looks like. Oh. Yeah. Maybe I make a mistake. I think the other one is no, this comes first later. Yeah. So on paper, normally the demon is not so bad, because 314 attack value of 8 and maneuver values around 34 is compared to the Japanese 0. Of course, 0 is a little faster. The 0 have simply more punching power because of the 20mm guns, but the maneuver value are similar. So then it's really more or less the skills of the pilots. And only to make to show this again, these pilots, there are some elite pilots. These are really elite, and the rest are all good, decent. They have experience. So of course around 70, this is the maximum what you can train. After 70, there's no possible way more to train something. After this, you need a real fighting experience. And some of these pilots, or at least more, like 50% of these pilots, they are really good. And the rest are well trained. Like this. Goodie. So I think this is enough for today. See you all. Take care. Bye bye.